Derrick Rose, right? We had G Herbo up here, young brother. He's out there saying, well, all these young dudes, my nephew is crazy out here, man. These guys are crazy. My daughter's crazy. G Herbo said that Derrick Rose is better than Michael Jordan. He didn't really mean that. And so what he's just saying, in his era when he grew up, he watched him in high school.
How you gonna say he didn't mean that? How you know what he meant?
He didn't mean that. And so what I'm saying to you is that in his era of high school, he saw Derrick Rose in the street games. He saw him in high school. He's homegrown.
Yeah.
And then he excelled to be the youngest MVP. How unfortunate was his injuries, and how great of a player. He was already a great, even his last year, he scored like 51 somewhere, right?
When Derrick Rose in his prime, when he stepped onto the court, it was like the energy for the team. Like, what it feel like when somebody pull up to the court and you're like, oh, we winning? Every time he was on the court, you felt like you had a chance you could win. I mean, we're not talking about the athleticism and all those things.
Athleticism was out of control.
It was out of control. He was a killer.
D-Rose was must-see TV.
Must-watch TV.
Shit.
And, but when the injury happened, it was like somebody died, bro. Like, that's what it felt like. It was like, yo, we were winning the championship that year. There was no question in my mind. It was like, we just lost to the Heat in the Eastern Conference the year before. We're young boys, and now it's our fucking time.
Wow.
That's what it felt like. So when he got hurt, it was like we didn't have a shot anymore.
Damn.
Even talking about it now, it still hurt. It still hurt because it's like, it's the biggest what if, like, it's like when you care about, like, I hear you talking about the Rucker, I was like, I see how passionate you are about the winning. He was all of that. He embodied all of that. And the way he embodied Chicago during that time, it was like, it was crazy, man. It was like, Chicago's a crazy place. Different. Like, we talk about street ball shit. You can't even do the street ball shit over there in Chicago.
Over there,
they can't do it. It's too violent. Kids are dying every day. So what Derrick represented coming from that and representing that and the way that he represented that every day on the court,
he said
these young kids were just like,
he was a guy.
Yeah, it was all of that. And he was like humble, it was like all that. The way he carried himself through the fucking bright lights, it was like, it was impressive. I see a lot of guys get caught up in the lights, like when the lights come, it's like, yo, you don't know how you lost in the sauce.
That should be a new term you bring back and you recycle. Lost in the sauce.
You lost in the sauce.
You guys are lost in the sauce.
Yeah. But the best, man. Best human. Fuck basketball. Like, in terms of brotherhood and the loyalty that he has for his people, the way he takes care of his people. Like, man, shout out Pooh. Honestly, I'm impressed. I love people, like, you see it, like, when you go through adversity, you see who's a real motherfucker. Yeah. And when motherfuckers have real success, you also see that shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like, can you have a humility about yourself when you're around, when people look at you as great?
Now, when you're young, I give every rapper a 2-year grace period, right? Because I asked Little Cocky Kai, who came here. He's a young boy that's on fire. And I said, yo, I know what it's like for regular people to know me, yo, Fat Joey. And then the next day I got a hit and they running like, yo, Fat Joe, yo. For me, it takes like 2 years to get off that cloud, and then we'll see who you truly are. Did you let the fame get to you, the money get to you, the success? You don't know how many rappers I've seen come in humble, and 2 years later they got a purple Yorkie dog with them, and they start acting like they forgot the whole shit. So I give them 2 years because it takes 2 years. It takes 2 years for a girl who barely got men to all of a sudden be a sex symbol, and every guy they ever thought in the history of mankind is rapping to them every day at a club and all that. It takes 2 years for all that shit to settle down, soak in. Now, if you're an asshole, you're an asshole. If you're gas or you think who you are who you are, or you come back to earth, and you pretty much who you are. So when you young, I could see people getting caught on that shit, but then you got to figure out life. Somebody got to know what they talking about out there. I give them a grace period. You know what I mean? Anybody who just come into money, come into fame, you know, they got to get used to this new lifestyle of what's going on. You know, and if you full of shit, you full of shit. And we seen more full of shitters than, you know, I always ask Angie this. Angie Martinez, one of my wife's best friends, she's always in the house. I'll be like, yo, Angie. Angie don't talk shit either, though. Let me not. But I be asking Angie, yo, Angie, what are the artists? Because she's in the radio. She watched them come for the first spin. And then they come by the next year, the next year, the next year. And I ask her quietly behind the scene, like, who are some artists? She like, Joe, please. If you even start to believe the shit that I seen on the radio of how people switched up and they get caught up in the fame, the lights, the money. But one thing that bugs me out about athletes, you the man, college, you the man, NBA, the crowd is screaming for you, you walk in. How hard is it as an athlete when you retire and you don't hear that no more? You know, us, Patti LaBelle, I just seen her on TV. She's going on tour, 81 years old. Smokey Robinson and them, they still rocking. 80 years old. The artist, as long as you got a voice, God willing, you could keep going. The athlete, it's an expiration date.
For real.
And what does that feel like?
No expiration.
No, they got the paper. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's what you need.
Oh, my neighbor in Miami is Jamal Mashburn. He ain't playing 50 years. He's up. He walk around with his wife like, hi, Joe. Like, I be like, damn, then they gotta have it.
You know,
of course they up financially if they didn't blow the bag.
Yeah. Well, it's more than the bag. The bag is definitely a piece of it. But it's true. You're playing in front of 20,000 people, you know, for as long as you play, and then all of a sudden when it's done, it's like you don't get that no more. Ever. You're not the gladiator anymore. Your frequency as a competitor, like who you are as a competitor, like you gotta change. Like I can't be like, yo, fuck that. So like it's not that anymore. It's not fuck that team, fuck that city. Like we over here, we coming in. Like it's not. It's you gotta. If I live my life how I was as a competitor now,
you'd be in trouble.
I'd be in trouble. So I had to change my whole mindset, knowing like, okay, I'm not playing in those games anymore. Like it's about bringing people together, and I'm really careful because with these shorties, the way I talk about like this generation. The game is different. The money is bigger. The expectations are bigger. The pressure is bigger. When you get dunked on, the whole world sees it on their phone. When I was playing, it was
if you bump into somebody with the Beijing on their shirt, it's addicts.
The whole world sees it.
Oh!
Hell yeah!
Yo! Patreon!
We're here.
Subscribe for the free first.
We'll give you a few for free.
Then we gonna give you that.
Yo.
Yo!